Et yo les gens, c'est SkyWhait, clic. C'est SkyWhait et aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour une toute nouvelle vidéo sur The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. On va continuer le mode DLC Maids Deception 2 en espérant qu'évidemment il vous plaise. Enregistré 1h30. Je sais pas si vous entendez mon nouveau casque, j'ai un micro, tout va bien. Enfin, et je sais pas pourquoi mon logiciel de montage n'a pas accepté donc nous voilà ici, et c'est pas très grave, mais en tout cas ici j'ai ouvert un Audacity, j'ai essayé de régler le problème, et j'ai ouvert Audacity en plus, au cas où il y a un problème. Bien sûr qu'on a une minute, que pouvez-vous me dire sur votre équipe?
We are humble servants of the Pinder family. Our personal histories are kept to ourselves, but like all true warriors, life doesn't begin until you've held your first blade.
Vous avez perdu 25
The
sirènes.
rest of the sirens of Cyrodiil. The heroes had the high ground as we trudged through the valley, completely outnumbered. Matari promised safe passage, and look what she got us into. You call her a capable leader? Marcus would be ashamed if he was still alive.
J'ai un problème avec Matari.
With honor.
Pourquoi avez-vous joué à l'agence à famille Pinder?
A look into their history reveals a tragedy of murder and woe. There are families all over Tamriel that cry out for help. No matter how hard you try, you can't save them all, but the Pinders. And they mounted an army out of nothing but the sheer will to survive. You can't save them all, but I'd be damned if I didn't try. It's a palace buried deep beneath the ground near the Cyrodiil-Valenwood border, east of Skingrad, in what is known as the West Weald region. A long time ago, it served as a brothel much like Euphoria and was owned by a purity-funded warlord known as Desan. When he perished at the turn of the era, the palace was abandoned. That is, until the Pinders claimed it for their own use. For over 100 years, it has served as the staging grounds for the Pinder family's war with purity, first under the control of the Cleansers, and then Serenity's Sirens. There was a major transfer to Euphoria 10 years ago when purity activity was detected here in Skyrim. Only a few of us remained at the Cyrodiil Palace. The weaklings in the eyes of Matari, apparently. No Ashen, just men and myrrh.
Ouais, c'est vrai que là vous êtes pas à chaîne, vous toute là. Qui était une toile?
The predecessors of the Sirens, founded in 77 by Martin Pinder, son of Lucy and the Ascended One. They were valiant knights in lieu of the Fighters Guild. Just as the Sirens maintained themselves through secondary contracts, so did they. But fighting in the name of the Pinder family came first. They lived a good lifespan, 78 years. From Morrowind to High Rock, they held a bloody war with purity when they still had the gall to fight out in the open. Then the Westweald massacre happened.
Le massacre tous bois.
Matari never told you. No surprise that you would want the Sirens to forget the great disaster that brought us here today. If you have the time, read this book. It may be from a regular guardsman from Skingrad, but he knows as much as we do.
Merci bien. Qui était le père fondateur?
Only a Pinder would know. Like the holy matrons, Master Marcus never spoke of him. The timing of the one's disappearance raises a few questions that we may never get answered. Did he die, or did he abandon the family he created? Early Pinder history is filled with sexual promiscuity brought on by Purity's accursed Eros sap and the matrons. A part of me doesn't want to know the truth.
Marcus a laissé derrière lui un livre couvre histoire des Penders.
That there is little to be said about her and her more implied affiliations? Could it be possible that she never died and is still in this fabled land of the matrons? The matrons may have served the Pinders in the previous century, but their absence today begs the question if they ever truly cared for them at all. If Faustina is still alive in some shape or form, I wonder if she even calls herself a Pinder. Certainly.
Et vous avez un problème avec Matari?
Who is this Matari? Where was she when the Sirens called Cyrodiil home? Away in Arcavia collecting Ashen slaves? To learn that she had become the new leader of the Sirens on top of Marcus's death was revolting. Make no mistake, Siren. Matari's rise to power is not by chance. The corpses piling at her feet are due
oui, je me
to
doute ça.
carefully orchestrated maneuvers.
Je sais que c'est aussi matériel d'avoir une responsabilité dans la raison.
I thought you might. You do not have the glazed eyes of your ashen companions. Are there others like you? If so, why hasn't anyone spoken out? Allow me to be the first. When we enter the Euphoria Palace, Matari will give us our answers.
On verra. Donc oui, je disais, du coup j'ai mon nouveau casque, je suis refait et je vais pouvoir faire une petite vidéo là. Avec un pur plaisir. La statue de la luxure s'est fièrement dans l'entrée du palais Euphoria. Son sculpteur est inconnu. Ouais, en plus, il y a des sirènes qui disparaissent et je pense que c'est des sirènes qui passent pour Matari. Mais Matari là, elle est en train de faire de la bonne merdasse. Mais ouais, c'est compliqué. Hein. Mais il est vrai qu'il y a beaucoup de sirènes qui sont mortes, ça c'est triste. Ah mince, j'ai oublié d'enlever les flèches. Alors on danse. Donc là on va avoir des réponses peut-être sur les femmes, même si je pense à 95% qu'elles sont mortes. Hein. Faut pas me prendre pour un con.
Welcome back.
T'as l'air bien
I
joyeuse.
just finished speaking with Matari. All is well with our missing sisters. They're safe and sound. They should be back in a couple weeks. I just know it. Then things will be back to normal.
Ah ouais. Il y a eu que 1%.
Of course. It means that nothing bad is going to happen to our sisters. Matari also promised the war would be over soon. She said everything is going according to plan. Can you believe it? We'll finally have peace. We'll be free.
Bah ouais, je vais parler à Matari.
Oh, where are my manners? Go right in. She can't wait to meet all of you.
Ouais, moi je pense qu'on s'est entamé.
Now that I'm feeling better, I should resume my workout routine.
Bah ouais.
That was so exciting. That was my first time speaking with Matari. I can't wait to tell the others when they get back. They're all...
Ah oui, ok, elles sont mortes. Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas?
I don't know what to say. Matari, she'll tell you. Kathy, I'm so sorry.
A hag and a pat on the head is all you need to be happy.
Là tu parles de Cathy, vous me connaissez trop bien, maintenant je vais faire un rapport pour Matari.
Do I ever? Oh, hey, why don't we continue the intimate part of this conversation later? When there are 4 less snaps from Cyrodiil glaring at us? You know, this war will be over soon. That calls for a celebration. We could take some time off and just relax in my room. We've earned it, don't you think?
Non, ça va ce moment, pas avant qu'on les soit.
very. In fact, I'll come find you after you finish your next assignment. If you don't find me first. Judgment waits in the next room. Are your four silent?
Matari is waiting.
Ouais. Tout ça pour me dire qu'elles sont mortes.
Matari.
Welcome to Euphoria Palace, Commander Yanaya. What have you to report?
The death of 25 sirens, gutted by the heroes. Their blood is on your hands.
We were not aware that heroes were stationed in the Gerals. We will look into their activity on the border.
Don't gratify me.
You should show respect towards our leader, dear sister.
I only bow before the pyramids, not this woman. This false prophet.
Rude!
Shut it, Ning. I'll deal with you soon enough.
Oh no! You shouldn't have said that.
Lower your weapon. Your skepticism is understandable, but I can assure you that this order still upholds the values set forth by the Pinder family. Our original purpose to defend them is very much alive.
Where is Master Marcus's daughter?
Elle va péter un câble quand elle va savoir qu'elle a été engagée.
At Fort Pazarath. She will be leaving soon for an assignment.
What madness is this? Master Marcus would never approve of actions in this matter.
This was her personal
Are you more indulged in your pompous agenda than I imagined? She's our responsibility, dear sister. My team and I are leaving for Pazara this winter. If Siren will not defend her, then we will.
Your orders are to remain here and defend the palace.
Have your putrid little wenches do it for you. There's nothing worth saving in this rotten place. I know your game, sentences. If you wish to murder me, you need to do more than just beguile me into a corner. Not as weak willed as your usual victims.
Maidens, leave us. The commander and I must discuss the situation regarding the absent sirens.
Oh, dis donc, tu te lèves.
They're all dead.
Mais dire quoi?
The sirens that have been dispatched are all dead. A lapse in judgment.
Une erreur de jugement est un mot peu faible. Vous avez provoqué la mort des sirènes.
We're not all perfect, Dragonborn.
Ouais, enfin... Combien?
That remains classified. The number is immense. Hundreds.
Et puis qu'est-ce qui est arrivé?
At my behest, I had Cordinali's fleet conduct an assessment of possible heroes of known encampments off the northern and eastern coasts of Tamriel. Knowing that an encounter was imminent, I prepared the sirens to engage the heroes. Our intention was to eliminate that threat prior to the final battle with Purity. The operation was a disaster.
Voilà. La batterie, je sais pas si c'est bien rentable ce que tu as fait.
Earlier today, the Maidens investigated and reported a naval battle taking place near Solstown. We were able to confirm that several of the ships involved were Cordonales. Eyewitness accounts suggest that all Siren ships besides Cordonales' command vessel, the Catalyst, were destroyed. Now the Catalyst is feared to have been lost as well. Yet this is not an absolute certainty. The Catalyst may have managed to evade its pursuers in an archipelago off the eastern shores of Morrowind. Cordonale was familiar with the maritime routes in that region. If she is still alive, that is where she will be.
Elles sont pas toutes mortes.
Exercise a moderate degree of pessimism. The probability of her survival diminishes with each passing second.
Depuis sur une des attaquants.
No. The heroes of Nirn and Project Purity have no viable warships. This is likely the work of an unknown party.
Vous voulez que j'enquête?
I've already prepared your means of transport. It is waiting for you at Fort Pazarath. So is Kaja. Given the low-risk nature of this task, there is no need for concern. I do not expect you to engage any hostile ships that outmatch your capabilities. Your mission is strictly reconnaissance and recovery. If you do not find the Catalyst, you are to return.
T'as quelque chose à vous apporter?
Go on. Time grows short. I must meditate on this knowledge so we may prepare ourselves.
Vous avez une idée de ce qu'ils ont?
I sense a plot to break the order so they may achieve their interpretation of victory. Purity's self-destructive hunger cannot be quenched. If they choose to consume all that's left of the Sirens, they will be met with our unbridled might.
Je suis très peu ému par tout ce qui s'est passé.
If I were capable of being moved, I suppose now would be the time I should feel a push. That will be decided when you return. Hold your tongue among the others. Besides us, only Freya and the Maidens are aware of this disaster. We must not allow a severe loss of morale. Now go. You have work to do.
Ouais, enfin perte de morale avec les 10 sirènes qui vous restent à votre commandement, quoi. Genre là, c'est un peu la dèche, on va pas se mentir.
Do you feel it? The end draws near.
Avec presque toutes les sirènes mortes, je peux l'imaginer, rien de...
But our end will be more triumphant. Where will you be when this is through?
Ici même, combattant aux côtés des sirènes.
Splendid. Together we will be unstoppable. But with every end comes a new beginning. Maybe, just maybe, there will be someone extra special in your life to guide you in the next cycle. It is most exhilarating to think that it could be me. Shh, not now. You have a mission. Go. Find Cordonale before it's too late.
Our Cyrodiilic sisters are quite rebellious. Someone ought to teach them a lesson.
Les différences d'opinion stimulent une croissance, une menace, c'est dans mes cordes, j'attends.
Aww, I was going to have so much fun. Just kidding. Who'd want to spend a second of their life near those dullards? Come on, stop dawdling. You can move faster than that. I know you can.
Wonderful day we're having, isn't it?
Moyen. Oui, c'est une belle journée, les centaines de sirènes et de moyens, vous avez passé une belle journée. Ouais, c'est une belle
That's
journée.
the spirit, ma'am. With an attitude like that, we have nothing to fear. Don't dally.
A pleasure as always.
Que pensez-vous de la perte de temps de sirènes?
Melody can put it more eloquently than I can. There is a value in accepting fate. Enjoy life as it is, and nothing will stand in your way.
Zana va pas très bien, est-ce que quelqu'un l'a
It's
réconforté?
meaningless to help others if they can't even help themselves. How else will they gain self-confidence? Leave Zana to her grief. Through pain, she'll rise to become a greater maiden than she was before.
Bah, c'est très dur étant donné l'empreinte qui s'est
We've
passée.
all been through tumultuous training regimens, dear. Consider this an amended stage to Zana's rite of passage. You'll be back.
The mistress told you?
Ouais.
I don't know what to do. I just can't help. What?
Calmez-vous, putain.
It's a mess? But the mistress never makes mistakes.
D'autres ne semblent pas si concernés.
How can they be so happy at a time like this? They're even laughing more than usual. None of this makes any sense. I don't understand.
Pas inquiète, vous savez
I
pas.
can't bring myself
Tu
to
m'étonnes.
even look at her right now. If she finds out what happened to her students, it would break her. I beg you, please bring back good news.
Ouais, bah, ouais. Je peux vous dire que ça va être compliqué, hein. Iseo, Santillano, tu perds quasiment toutes tes sirènes. Je comprends pas pourquoi tu fais ça stratégiquement, c'est pas bien. Ah là 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 là. Ouais, là. Au niveau de la stratégie, c'est pas ça quoi. À moins que ce soit sa stratégie. Alors, il y a plusieurs solutions. Soit de perdre toutes les sirènes, mais je comprends. L'amener. Premier cas. Deuxième fois, tu peux vraiment téléwin contre le projet pureté. Dans ce cas, t'es un peu conne. Troisième cas, tu mens sur le fait qu'elle soit morte. En gros, tu les as envoyées dans un endroit un peu paumé. Et tu mitonnes sur le fait qu'elles soient mortes alors qu'elles ne le sont pas. Pour pas qu'on aille les chercher. Mais j'ai du mal à voir où ça mènerait en fait aussi. À moins que ce soit toutes les sirènes. Tommy Pinter qui soit parti, je sais pas trop, mais là c'est compliqué. Tu vois les retomber quand t'es pas la fuite dans le bendo.
Hold it right there, ma'am.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe, Sacha? Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
We've got Lilith and the Cyrodiil Sirens upstairs holding an assembly. Some of us weren't invited. A lot of weird business going on lately. If they give you any trouble, let me know. I could go fetch the Maidens to straighten them out.
Ah non, mais t'inquiète pas, c'est très gentil de ta part, mais...
Don't tell me they're still up there.
Bon, en fait, si elles m'emmerdent, je les explose en fait.
See you later.
They still wouldn't let me in. This is getting ridiculous. What's gotten into Lilith? Commander's here. Might make a difference. Going up. If they let you on through, give them a stern warning not to do this again.
Someone upstairs has finally lost her marbles. If I didn't know any better, I would say they're planning a coup. But really? After how Yunaria bossed us around back at the tunnel, anything's possible. I'd keep an eye on our sisters of Cyrodiil if I were you.
Depuis quand elles sont là-haut?
Hours just talking and talking. They've barred the door. A couple of us have tried asking them nicely to come out. Also tried eavesdropping, but they shut up when we're near. Everyone's been tense lately. Our sisters go missing, and now this? Your boat's been inspected and loaded. Since Kasha has to go with you, let's hope everyone disperses and comes down along with you two. Of course, they'll have some explaining to do.
Ah putain. Quelle merde.
We'll be out soon, so stop worrying.
Que je chasse, c'est SkyWhait.
Oh, sorry about that.
The others have been coming up here so often, I forgot you were on your way.
Mais vous allez me laisser entrer?
No one is with you? Alright, hold on.
Didn't win a war with brute force.
We don't have the benefit of time to find a charismatic leader.
Speak of the devil. Look.
Commander. It's good to see you again.
I make no implications in them, but we are in need of a leader. One who isn't of such meek caliber. You cannot deny it. Were it not for your grace, we wouldn't be in this position.
The Ashen had no alternate course of action. We were bred to be servants of war, among other indignities.
But enough talking about the past. The present demands attention.
Anything new from Atari about this classified mission out to sea?
Go on, talk.
Speak to us all, not just me.
Not now. Let's listen.
Why are you here?
Je suis là parce que toutes celles de matériel envoyé sont mortes.
What?
Je vais trouver le catalyseur et coordonnées.
What do you think?
What do I think? I think that's a load of farmer dung. Fools send their entire army out to fight battle. Matari is there. When I see the supposed corpses of our sisters, I'll believe it.
So she's lying.
That crafty bitch is cutting off all our lifelines. We are alone and without any viable source to rally for an offensive. Pray that translated journal is a gift from the gods. Because at this point, it's all we have left. Disguised in my clothes.
We still have to worry about Purity and the heroes. Matari is forcing away any chance of a rebellion. We either die by her hand or Purity's. We'll stand with the remaining sirens until we defeat Purity. Then we leave.
Anyone else feel like we're running around in circles, or is that just me?
It's been the same with the rest of us since the war started.
Since our little rebellion is on indefinite hold, why not entertain Matari and get that mission out of the way? Miss Pinder, I'll humbly take your place. Your father would not want this life of war for you.
But I want to go.
This is not up for debate. I will not allow Matari to kill another Pinder.
Allow the commander to decide.
You must be joking. You losing sight of our purpose too, Sister Lily?
I believe Kasha would respect the commander's decision more than ours. The choice is yours.
Moi, je vous casse instant.
I do not approve of this.
We've both seen the commander in action. She will protect Kasha with her life.
This whole idea is preposterous. But if young Kasha insists, then I must respect her wishes.
Don't worry about me.
Easier said than done, Mother. The rest of us will return to the palace. I don't fancy having Matari's beasts of burden come knocking down our door.
Your ship is waiting outside the back entrance. Follow the routes in the map, and you should be able to ride the wind straight to the Allen chain. Good luck. If you do find the catalyst, board with extreme caution and skepticism. Matari has something up her sleeve. I can't fathom it. Hundreds of sisters dead. It can't be.
Ouais, c'est bizarre, vous ne croyez pas non plus?
I've seen many atrocities throughout my life, but never on this scale. I believe Ynaria is right. We must see proof that such a massacre occurred. Even if you find bodies on the catalyst, it's only one ship. The others have been conveniently destroyed. This isn't about confirming anything. Matari wants you to see something on the catalyst and leave with a lasting impression.
Vous discutiez du commandement quand j'étais arrivé.
Ynaria proposed the idea of rallying our fellow sisters that we believe to be disconnected from Matari. Finding them on the field, and prodding them with questions to ensure that they would not betray our cause. The techniques wouldn't have been all too different from how sirens are recruited in the first place. But that plan has been dashed away. The only sirens left are Matari loyalists.
Ah oui, c'est fait exprès, hein.
Ever since you joined us, the sirens have gradually started looking up to you. You'd always be second to Matari in their hearts. But you, a volunteer in this war, are an inspiration to us all. A splinter group formed under your name would have fragmented the sirens.
Jusqu'ici, rien ne présente aux forces sont loyales à Matari.
To the core, they find this place miserable and wish to return to the palace. Not because the majority of our sisters are stationed there, but because of Atari. I can't imagine how it must have felt to be a siren stationed at Pasarath before the Purity attack. They are no different. Samantha and I have been friends for years, but now I need to consider her a potential enemy.
Ouais, c'est péché.
It's difficult, ma'am.
Ouais. Pensez-vous des sirènes de Cyrodiil?
They were abrasive when we introduced each other, which is good. Vocalizing their distaste for Matari is all we need to know that they are with us.
Comment lance introduction?
I expect it to be done any day now.
Ok, pas mal.
May Kinnereth guide your sails.
Plenty of time to talk on the boat, but go ahead.
Que pensez-vous des sirènes de Cyrodiil?
They're very nice to me, but pretty bossy with the others. Yanaria, their commander, treats me like royalty. It's embarrassing, but I don't want to come off as ungrateful by telling them to stop. They loved my father. If only everyone in the Sirens believed in my family like they do, maybe he'd still be alive.
Il y a une coupure fatale de communication qui est venue vous chercher.
Talia. She also alerted the others to prepare our ship.
Vous pensez qu'il est avec quoi aux sirènes disparues?
I'm with the rest of you. There's no way Matari lost them all because of a poor strategy. She can't be that stupid. If we find the catalyst, make sure to check it from top to bottom. Anything to prove Matari wrong.
On verra. La 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 la.
Winds are picking up.
If you want a smooth trip, now would be the best time to leave.
Finally got them out of their roost. Took
Optionnel full catalyzer, ok. Ok. Leçon 26, ok. Leçon 14. Ok, moins 1. Le but c'est d'avoir tous les livres de Vivek. « 597 Ah, peut-être. Hop, on va peut-être popper là. Et on va poser un peu tout ce que j'ai, parce que je pense que j'ai quelques trucs quand même. Voilà. Voilà. Pour le moment, je garde tout ce que j'ai, parce que je sais pas si ça va nous servir ou pas plus tard. Et c'est à la fin, quand j'aurai terminé absolument quand j'aurai terminé la quête des membres de la confrérie noire. C'est bizarre ça, parce que normalement je suis leur maître. Ils me doivent le respect absolu, normalement. Chose qu'actuellement ils ne font pas. Du coup je doute fortement qu'ils soient réellement de la compagnie noire. Ou ils le sont, mais c'est très étrange. Puisque normalement ils sont censés me reconnaître et me pomper à donf. Je me disais bien que je vais ouvert. Katana de la sirène. Super beau, je le prends. Tu vois, lui là, il est pas beau comme katana. Lui non plus, il est pas ouf. Par contre, celui-ci là. Comme on dirait comme on dit dans le milieu. Ouais, pour le moment c'est pas mal. Genre cette sirène a été poignardée dans le dos. Qui dire ici? Bah, cette sirène a été égorgée.
You found the key. Get ready. There's bound to be something behind that door.
Je pensais qu'il t'arrivait quelque chose à ces deux sirènes dans les cages.
I remember them. Their names were Jotra and Varner. They were Kathy's students.
Ah.
It looks like they were assassinated.
Vous croyez que ce sont des parias de la compagnie noire?
Lilith told me what happened to you and Markarth. Very likely that they're connected.
Ok. Ah, j'arrive à prendre ces grosses tranches de cheddar là. Quand je vois les tranches de trucs dans Skyrim, ça me donne envie de bouffer du fromage, putain. Putain, c'est grand, bordel. Et oh, j'en suis vite fait là. Alors... 1 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 2 3 Il m'en manque quelques-uns quand même. Hein. Tu vois un livre? J'ai le 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 18 2 Il m'en manque quelques-uns. Voilà, par exemple le 21. Le 20 aussi. Bon, petite lecture du coup, livre. Alors de 1 à 10 c'est ok, après c'est 20 qu'il faut voir, 20, 21, 22, 23. Il me manque le 23. Ok, il me manque le 23 et le 29. Ah oui, c'est lourd cette merde. Ah oui, ça va mieux tout de suite. Ah, donc là, d'après mes calculs, il manque 2 livres qui doivent être quelque part. Du coup, le problème c'est qu'ils sont bien cachés en général. Attendez, je vais tout refaire du coup. On va faire un tour. Moi j'ai tout mon temps de toute façon et je veux tous les livres, donc c'est parti. Et on va même prendre le sort. Illumination. Ici là, on arrive là, il n'y a rien. Faut être patient. De toute façon il me reste encore une salle après donc bon écoutez je sais pas trop.
What is it this time? that you get past the guards.
We had to kill them. They attacked us.
Of course they attacked you. We're here to defend this gem.
From who?
Pirates. The both of you.
Pirates? This is a misunderstanding. We're not...
Stand back. Both of you. Explain yourself.
Laissez votre âme chez l'oreille noire, calmez-vous, je sais pour parler, gardez le silence, je vous donne des explications. Laissez votre âme chez l'oreille noire.
Listener? As in Dark Brotherhood listener? Now wait just a minute. This is a setup. I can explain.
Ouais, parle.
This job stunk from the beginning. We get paid to suit up in these leather outfits specifically, and have a couple bodies thrown into the brig to keep company. Never mind the Akaviri lady next door. Now, I don't know your story. Hell if I care. Matters is that we're just a bunch of hired help. Understand? We didn't get paid to ask questions. Alls we were told was this vessel belongs to some rich woman called the Snake Charmer. Prize cargo on board. Pirates were expected. A couple of our requests, but still business. I'm talking 25,000 septums each kind of business.
On finit par être vide. Qui vous embauchez?
Some old man in Raven Rock. Been dependable up till now. Always does background checks on our contractors. And he warned us about this one. Contractor was just a typical Imperial merchant. And he was representing another merchant. And several other levels of middlemen. And at the top was the Snake Charmer. Should have known this mystery hag was up to something, but the prize was too good to pass up.
25 000 pour gagner un
Gold
bateau.
is gold. I wasn't complaining. Neither did the other guys.
Vous savez, vous portez l'armure de la confrérie.
What? God damn it! How the hell were we supposed to know that? On occasion, you're asked to wear a set of armor to disguise yourself from the enemy. Strange that they chose this over something that offered more protection. But, like I said, when money talks, we keep quiet.
Vous connaissez un homme nommé Dimitri?
Never heard of him.
Il y a des canards à bord et vous ne posez pas de questions.
What do you want from me? We've done business with all sorts of lunatics and necromancers. What they do with them, I don't want to know.
On a fini par c'est évident que vous n'êtes étranger à tout ça.
Damn straight. So, the others are dead, right? Leaves me to think that we were meant to die, which also means I'm not getting paid. Spare any gold? Got a couple families back home.
Je peux pas faire ça, 500 pièces. Je n'ai pas de famille détective pour son jeu.
Well, it was worth a try. I guess I'll just lug off a couple of goods from the ship, try and barter them back in port. Here's the captain's key. Nothing in there piqued my interest, except the corpse. Good luck trying to get into the safe. Searched every crevice on this ship for the key. Couldn't find it. Now, if we're done, I'll be getting out of here as fast as I can.
Voici-vous, le dragon s'est brisé. La lettre de Matari. Ouais, je m'en fous un peu. Putain, leçon 34, ça veut dire qu'il y a d'autres leçons, putain. Joindre le pédale. 29. Mais je voulais pas y aller.
Have you already checked the room? Have you already checked the room?
Coordinali. Ah. Coordinali montre des signes d'enrôlement, elle fut sans doute placée. coffres. C'est une clé. Je suis sûr qu'il y a un truc trop bien dans ce coffre. Écoutez, je vais mettre une sauvegarde ici, puis on va avancer. Puis au pire, je recommencerai ce qu'on a fait là. On a au moins 30 kilos de livres là. Tac. Ok. C'est le dégager.
Look! Nice vista, isn't it?
C'est clair.
Think we'll make it through this alive?
Mais oui, on va le faire, bien sûr que oui.
How can you be so sure?
Il faut y croire.
So blind faith? That's it?
Absolument.
I've been meaning to tell you. I've started writing a journal. Same way my family kept records of their own history.
Oh, c'est bien.
I think keeping track of everything that's been happening is our best hope. The Dwemer and the Holy Matrons forgot to do it, but we won't.
Bonne idée, André. On devrait toujours se préparer au pire pour rester en sécurité.
I always knew you'd agree. Thank you.
Je peux voir le journal?
It's not done yet. Plus, it's something I'd like to keep private.
Vous avez écrit quelque chose sur moi.
Yeah.
Je suis sûr que vous avez plein de choses à dire.
Maybe.
Oh
we should
yeah.
make our way back to Port Pazarath before the waters pick up. I can't wait to set foot on land again.
Bah ouais, go. Vous ne pourrez pas revenir au vaisseau. Ouais, de toute façon, j'ai fait une petite sauvegarde.
Look who finally washed up on shore. I trust the mission went well. You're not bleeding or anything.
Yes, but we can't...
Let's talk about it. I know. Gotta respect protocols, unlike Lilith the deserter.
She's gone?
She might have gone to the palace. That's what I would have done if I was the least bit disobedient.
We're heading there anyway to deliver our report. I'll run up ahead, see if I can catch up to Lilith.
Go, Beyblade, Beyblade, hyper vitesse.
Not often that I say this, nor do I want to, but thanks for everything. Things are looking up in this war with you around.
Ouais, tu trouves ma cocotte, puisque moi je trouve pas des maçons. Entrez dans votre chambre du palais au forêt. Voilà, je vais sortir puis je vais arrêter la vidéo là, comme ça je vais pouvoir aller voir ce qu'il y a dans le coffre sur internet. Ouais, je crois qu'il y a des commandes de cheat après pour cracher, donc on verra. Bah écoutez, je vais arrêter la vidéo ici. J'espère en tout cas qu'elle vous a plu, parce que moi j'ai vraiment kiffé la faire avec vous. Et bah écoutez, d'ici là on se dit à une prochaine vidéo. Bye.